Welcome back to the shop. I'm Dave, and today we're taking Chubb on its first road trip. So, pulled some long nights here to get this thing going. Just finished up, but we're gonna drive it about 300 miles home for Christmas. So, a few things I've done since they're pretty smaller projects is I finished up this defrost. So this defrost plenum here comes up from the side here, and then it's teed off. And then I've 3D modeled some vents, so they'll blow on the windshield from side to side. Also, if I want it somewhere else other than the windshield, especially on this one, you can blow it all the way down onto your lap if you want, or just shut it all the way off. That'll turn it off. So we got a couple of creature comforts for the long drive. We got a cup holder, made this out of a 3.5-inch exhaust pipe flange. It's just fastened on there quickly. And then we got some heated seats. Heated seats are one of those luxuries, but they're just nice to have. So you can turn it on low, turn it off. Passenger, if you got one, turn it off. Then I got that wired into this ammo can. And then that needs to be cleaned up still, but I'm running a little short on time today. Nonetheless, I got the stickers on the dash so I can, well, other people can see what's going on. I spend enough time there, I know what's going on. And then I got the onboard computer here running, so you can just turn that on. You got your wait to start, brakes, turn your overdrive off. And then you can see your, you can step through your gauges. So it's about 6 degrees in here, 43. And I was able to put about 61 kilometers on here before this trip. So a bit of a shakedown. Got her inspected, got her plated. She's all legal, ready to go. Also spent a little time up here in the roof of the cab. In the back of the cab, I installed some Dynamat type stuff. It's like a sound deadening material / insulation. And that'll knock down a lot of the drone as I run down the road. I've ran this before in my diesel Jeep, and definitely makes improvement. Coming around to the front, I got some marker lights just out on the side. These are turn signals as well. Just because of the width of the vehicle, I just want to be able to be seen and you know, be safe and whatever. And then I got some LED lights up front. I'll be traveling most of the time in the day, but they're turned down, and I think they'll provide good light if I need them. So to give me the best fighting chance on this trip, got my toolbox loaded for bear, but I'm just going spectating, hopefully. Chances are when you put this much work into the toolbox, you'll never have to open it. Make sure you pack some gloves because it's cold out. And of course, always bring some paper towel because you never know when you're going to get your hands dirty. So I'll pack that away under the seat. And pack some wire too, just in case. Also packed my fluids. I got automatic transmission fluid. I got some coolant and of course some Rotella. So pop that forward. Throw her back behind the seat. Next up, got the starting sequence. Pretty much the same as any other truck. Wait for it to start. Grid heaters are on. Brakes just coming up. Truck's pretty tall. I gotta take the air out of the front tires, pull her out of the shop. Shop's only 6'10", the truck's a lot taller than that. So get some air pumped up in here and we'll get on our way. As they say, the first step's always the hardest, so let's get after it. Haze grade underway. nice coffee. Let's go. Alright, we're about 220 kilometers in. Had to pull off. I think what I got is a blown boost elbow, but we'll have to take a peek. Alright, so the cold side looks fine. So it's always on the hot side anyways. They usually go off like a gun. But yeah, we pitched a little hole and we lost all of our boost. Well, that doesn't look like that's repairable. It's a 3-incher. Just left in my bag of tricks here. And, well, that should do. Alright, got a fresh clamp in there, so hopefully we're back on our way. So when you lose a boost line on the highway, typically you hear a bang, and then you lose your boost, obviously, or you'll be making very little, but your pyrometer, your exhaust gas temperature, will skyrocket. So it's important to try to keep it in a safe zone while you get her off the highway. Alright, I made her. To think I had a 3-inch clamp in there, but I also forgot, these are some shop towels. I forgot my earplugs in the passenger seat of my car, so I guess that works, especially when turbocharger's trying to sing you the song of its people for several hours on end. But anyways, made her. Doing a little walk around the truck, and I noticed that I can smell some brake on this wheel, and you can tell it's dragging just by feeling the inside of this tire or the wheel. It's a little warm, so I suspect the parking brake set a little tight. I'll loosen that up, and hopefully we'll get a little bit better fuel economy. I mean, I drove all the way down here and didn't notice that the brake was stuck on, but that's those diesel torque for you. So got down here, adjusted this parking brake up, just give her a little bit more slack. Got her in neutral. And I think that'll work just fine. So overall, runs pretty good on the highway. Pretty easy to drive at speed. Probably would have had more power if I'd realized that the rear brake was dragging earlier on. I suppose my only complaint is that the back is too light. The size of the springs and stuff like that, it's meant to carry a load, and you can kind of feel it like riding like a skateboard down the highway. The front's fine, but the back's way too light. Probably a couple 100 pounds of something back there, and it'll ride just nice. 500 kilometers down, 400 left to go. These heated seats, so good. $921 kilometers. We're back at the shop. Just letting her cool down. Checking some engine codes. Looks like I don't have any. That's good news. Back in the shop. This thing did pretty good. Other than that boost clamp falling off on the way there and a tight brake on the driver's side rear, I'd say it's pretty much a success. The wipers came in handy when she snowed. And as far as fuel economy went, I averaged probably about 18, 19 liters per 100 kilometer on the highway, and probably around 14, 15 when you're doing around 80 kilometers an hour. I'm pretty sure it has something to do with it being, you know, over 7 feet tall and almost 8 feet wide, and not very aerodynamic. As you can imagine, this thing is a riot to drive, and it definitely garners some attention when I'm on the road. That being said, life's too short to be driving boring cars. So that pretty much concludes the build series here. About 13 months ago, I just wanted to see if I could do it. Put a Cummins 24 valve turbo diesel under the hood of a Dodge M37 and show you guys how I did it. Maybe in the future this video series will prove useful to someone, but if not, hopefully it was at least entertaining for you guys. I want to thank you guys for your support and good ideas throughout the build series. Definitely helped a lot and made this truck what it is today. In the future I might post a couple videos to show you how to do some small things along the truck and maybe even what this truck gets up to. So I'm going to leave it there for today, and I'll see you guys on the next one.